In the month of October, students at All Saints Catholic School in Bangor have been learning about the virtue of stewardship.
That includes caring for animals, and recently those students have put that lesson into action. Students have taken part in a donation drive to collect things like food, toys, blankets, and more.
Today, members of the Bangor Humane Society came to the school to collect those donations and talk to the students about the shelter.
Those animals need stuff and homes and have a loving family that they would love to cuddle and snuggle with.
It's so heartwarming. You know, they've had us come back for many years now, and every year it's so great to see their smiles and their faces, knowing that they've made a difference in animals' lives.
The Bangor Humane Society says they're always open to donations, and any donation, no matter the size, makes an impact.